Here are my 5 defensive backs Auburn should target in the transfer portal. And stay tuned for the 5th one. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier, and welcome to Water Cooler Talk Sports. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you so much for coming around the water cooler and chilling with us. Thank you so much. If this is your first time here around the water cooler, please like the video, share the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to hit 1,100 subscribers before the end of 2025, and we can't do it without you. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It will be greatly appreciated, man. But let's get into the video. Transfer portal giveth, transfer portal taketh away. We saw one big piece in the transfer announced his intentions to enter the transfer portal recently. That was one Jay Crawford out of the Auburn secondary. Star defensive back, starter, one of the guys that you would lean on in the secondary. And I've always said this. I've always said, and I'm gonna continue to say this. You pay the quarterback. Next, you pay the guy that's gonna protect the quarterback, or you pay the guy that's gonna rush the quarterback. Then after that, you pay the guy that the quarterback is gonna throw the ball to, or you pay the guy that is gonna defend the guy that the quarterback is gonna throw the ball to. And this is a premium. I think it's a luxury to have, very locked down, very cover corners, guys that can affect space, guys that can close, guys that can track well, guys that can be in the hip pocket very well, guys that can T-step. If T-step, if people still do the T-step, the whole debate between the T-step and the bicycle, like guys that just are good at finding the ball and affecting the ball when it's in the air and when it's getting to the number one primary receiver. So in this episode, I want to give my 5 guys who I think Auburn should go after in the transfer portal to add even more depth or potentially come in and start in the defensive back. I believe if you have a strong defensive backfield, it gives your front line, your front 4, front 5, however many you rushing, time to get to the quarterback and time to affect the quarterback. They work hand in hand. It just does. So let's get this thing started off with Jabriel Rawls, Florida State, 6'1", 185-pound, lanky guy, tall, lanky, long, can affect space. You kind of saw him play against Alabama this year. You saw him play in a lot of big games this year. He was a very big piece in that secondary and on that defense for Florida State. Looking at his career numbers, 56 total tackles, 39 solo tackles, 1 fumble recovery, 1 interception, 2 pass deflections. And I believe he'll be a junior this upcoming season. So I actually have the opportunity of getting a guy that's played a lot of football, a lot of college football, in that secondary room, to be able to help anchor it, whether as a starter, rotational guy, depth piece guy, a guy that can come in and just be a piece that affects the other team's best receiver or affects the other team's best player, and can play kind of all over the field as well. So I think having a guy like that in the backfield would be great. Jabriel Rawls, take a look at him. Look him up, man. He'll be a good piece. Number 2, this is a guy that we actually played this year. This is a guy that Auburn actually played this year. And as a freshman, his numbers pop off the charts. His numbers pop off the charts. And he did very, very well. And he's going to have a lot of suitors in the transfer portal. Hopefully Auburn will speak with him. Hopefully Auburn will see if he's interested. Nehemiah Chandler from the University of South Alabama. Go Jacks. 6'2", 185 pounds. He's a freshman. 22 solo tackles, 32 total tackles, 2 interceptions, 13 pass deflections, which led the Sun Belt. 2.5 tackles for loss. Having a guy on the corners, on the edge, whether at field or at the boundary corner position, and able to affect and able to defend the opposing team's first or second best player on the team is crucial. I mean, you're looking at this 6'2", 185. He's not a small guy. Not a small guy at all. He can bang with the best of them. When you're looking at receivers in this league being 6'3", 6'4", and up, 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", and up, and you having a cornerback that's 6'2", 185, 190 pushing it, that can just as well bang with those guys as well and be able to defend and run with guys and be able to, track the ball and be able to play sound defense, have great footwork. It's a premium. It's a luxury. And I'm going to continue to say that in this video. Having a guy like Nehemiah Chandler would be great. Would be great. Yes, he played at South Alabama. Yes, South Alabama did not have a great season this year. But when you look at his numbers tell you that he has the ability to play on the P4 level and a guy that can come in and be an immediate impact guy for a team like Auburn and potentially be a depth piece guy. You also have to look at the future as well, too. You have guys like Ken Lee. You have guys like Rayshawn Pleasant. Those guys will be transitioning out in the next year or two. Having him still there, having him in the rotation, knowing that he'll be a part of it moving forward. I mean, let's put him in there and let him play. Let him ball. Let him ball. DJ Durkin likes to rotate guys anyway, so let's get him in potentially and let him play, let him ball. Number 3, this is an SEC guy who has announced his intentions to enter the portal. Daniel Harrison from Georgia, 6'3", 195-pound guy. Another big time guy, another big guy, not small guys. If you're looking at the trend here, these are not small guys. These are guys that are big. They can be physical. They can play in your face. They can man. They can cover. They can play. You could probably move them on any parts of the defense to where they'll be able to affect other areas of the defense as well. I mean, you're looking at a guy like this who's played in a Kirby Smart defense in the SEC in Georgia. This past season was not his best season, but his best season 2024, 22 total tackles, 17 solo, 3 pass deflections. His career, 30 total tackles, 21 solo tackles, 3 pass deflections. Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem with this particular one right here. Kirby Smart was asked about Daniel Harris to the redandblack.com, and these were his words, quote, he says, "It's about practicing during the week. The guys who practice and play the ball best are going to play." So if you read into that, that tells you that the coach is saying this guy is not practicing well. And because he's not practicing well is the reason why you saw a decline in his playing time this past season. Because there was a steep decline in his stats. Just let's just be real about it. You go from having 22 total tackles in 2024 to only having 3 solo tackles this year. That's really all the stats that was registered for you. So you sit back and think, well, how did that happen? Yeah, he dealt with a hamstring injury this year. Of course he did. But then when you have the head coach come out, who everybody says is a defensive guru, defensive genius, came from the Nick Saban tree, saying that it's about the guys and how they practice during the week, and the guys that play the ball the best will play in the game. I don't know if that's a red flag for concern, or I don't know if that's bad. But I don't know what it is. But having that type of guy who has SEC experience, who has played in the SEC, bringing him in, he'll know the pace of the game. He'll know what to expect of an SEC game, of an SEC defense, and how to prepare as well. So that is a guy to watch as well, man. Could he be on Auburn's radar? I don't know. Number four. This is a big one. I retweeted this guy on Water Cooler Talks Twitter page. If you haven't followed us on Twitter at CoolersPod23, please do that for us right now. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram at the Water Cooler Talk as well. There as well. Carmelo O'Neal from Mercer. Listen to this: 6'4", 200-pound defensive back. Woo! Do you know the ideas that just went through my head of having a 6'4", 200-pound defensive back? Do you know what that means? If you can play him at the nickel position, if you're running some type of nickel defense, you can potentially have a defensive back / linebacker that can play inside, outside the box. 200-pound, 6'4" guy. You can play him in the line and he can cover. What was Auburn's problems this year? Auburn's problems this year was not being able to cover tight ends. If you have a guy that's 6'4", 200 pounds that has good foot speed, that has the ability to get out of breaks, hips move well, and well, at that height, some people say guys' hips don't move too well at that height. But if you have a guy that's able to cover those type of guys in that short area, 12 to 15 yard areas, 10 to 12 yard area, and a guy like that, whoo, man, that would solve a lot of problems for us, wouldn't it? He could be a hybrid guy from a linebacker to a nickelback. He could be. Career stats: 54 career tackles, 12 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble. That's premium, man. You look at listen to this: 6'4", 6'1", 6'3", 6'1", 6. Like, these guys are nice. These are big guys. They're not small guys, and you need to have these type of guys if you want to play in the SEC against very, very good wide receivers who are more than likely going to be NFL draft picks. So Carmelo O'Neal, I hope Auburn goes out and calls him and see if he's interested in coming to Auburn and playing. Maybe their quarterback, Brandon Atkinson, want to come as well too. You can get a package deal. Who knows? But we're just talking DBs in this show. And number 5, I know y'all been waiting for this. I told you to wait for number 5. Number 5, he's been on the team already. He announced his intentions. Re-recruit Jay Crawford. Jay Crawford as number 5. He's been in the system. He knows what it's about. He's going to be one of the top DBs in the portal anyway. We've seen what he can do. He can lock down one side of the field if need be. He's a great cover corner. He plays in the hip pocket well. He tracks the ball well. He gets out of breaks well. It's a premier cornerback in college football. And it would be lovely to keep him on the team. So it's no need for us to even go even further. Number 5, Jay Crawford. But either one of these guys on the list would be great. Either one of them would be great. Would love to have all of them. The height, the weight, the depth, the length, everything, man. These guys will be great players in the secondary. Depth pieces, rotational pieces, could be starters that can come in and play. Man, I'm excited, man. Tell me who you think Auburn should go after in the portal on the defensive backside. Tell me who you think. What defensive back should Auburn take a look at? Please, thank you so much, man. Follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at The Water Cooler Talk. And if you have not subscribed here to Water Cooler Talk Sports, please hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share the video. We're on our way to 1,100 subscribers, and we can't do it without you. Thank you so much, man. That's my time. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. Y'all be easy. Stay blessed.